what we got today. What we got today. What we got today. I want something nice. Wow. I think it's your time. You see it. The Blood Oath Bourbon pack number 6 is in the building. You see it. You see it. Blood Oath. 49.3% finished in cognac barrels. This is a limited release finished bourbon series. Pack number 6. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I had this bad boy. I just want to share it with y'all. Let me know what y'all think about it if you had it. Blood Oath, Pack 6. You see it. Uh-huh. It's at 49.3. 98 proof. This is the Pack 6. Actually, the 7 is out now. 7 is actually aged in different sweet wine casks. And here's little specs about the Blood Oath, etc., etc. But yes, sir, Blood Oath, Pack 6 for review. Let's go, DOD. What's up, baby? We back at it again. Another hot review for you. Drams on deck. Today, y'all. Today we got a little something different in the bill. We got something a little out of the norm. We got a very special, I guess you say, limited release finish bourbon. Today, yes sir, we got the Blood Oath. Pack 6 is in the building. Yes sir. This one right here, you see the box is a quick 360. It looks like a nice thick wood. This is right here is Blood Oath Pack 6. So this is a bourbon right here, and they got it finished in cognac barrels. So, just so you know how to open it, on here on the side, you can see it sideways. Blood Oath Pack 6, okay? Finished in cognac. So, to open it, the front slides up like this. There's nothing on the back side, but you just see the Blood Oath right here. Boom. And this had nice little, I like the little little door. And then as the spirit sits right here. Take this here. We'll slide it right on out. And then I'll pop this door right back on down. Ba-ba. There you go. Blood Oath Pack 6 is in the building. Yes, sir. Quick 360. This one right here is bottled at, was it 50%? And I think about this, has a different top to it. As you can see, it has a little stopper. So it's almost like a wine top, you know, instead of like a normal one. Like a little, looks like pretty much like more of a wine stopper. So I like the fact that that's a little difference. Strictly just straight all cork, thick. As I was, the proof is at 49.3, so just shy of 50%. This one here is a Pack 6. They actually just released the Pack 7, and if you get close up on it, you really can't see it's so small. But anyway, has little notes about it. This one right here, I read is a mixed. It's a mix of actually 3 different types of bourbon. So we have a 3-year, one of them is a 14-year bourbon, one is a 8 and a 7-year. They're all rye, and they all blend together and age with cognac barrels for, I guess, an unspecified amount of time. I don't know how long it is. Could be 6 months, a year, etc. I don't know. But if you do know, be sure to let me know in the comment box about if you do know how long it's aged in cognac barrels. But I do know that 3 different bourbons, they're all rye. So I usually lean towards the wheated bourbons more so than the rye, but I do drink some rye from time to time. I force myself to try it. And there's some ryes that I do enjoy, so some more than others. So that being said, we're gonna dive in. We're gonna nose it. We're gonna taste the squirt as always. So the color here, as you can see, the color is a very medium amber color. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Roll it around, let you see it. It's a very nice medium body complexion. Non-age statement, as I said, but we do know, you know, the oldest bourbon that has noted in this one is 14 years. So that's pretty old for a bourbon. So hopefully within the different ages, the nuances, you can hopefully still pick up the cognac influence and really come together. So I've had this bottle for, I want to say I had this bottle about pretty close to a year. Not quite, but it's pushing a year. Actually, I reviewed the Pack 5. So Blood Oath Pact 5, that one was finished in rum cast, and it had like a yellow color front to it. I reviewed that one. I don't remember exact rating, but I know it wasn't the best. I didn't, be honest with you, I didn't care for the Pact 5. Now that Pact 5 is different from the Pact 6, but I thought, you know, for Caribbean rum, when I tasted the Pact 5, it just tastes like a middle of the road rye bourbon to me. I didn't really taste anything that was rum-like whatsoever. No sugar, cane, none of that rum influences, nothing. So for me, I didn't really care much for the Pact 5. But that's the Pact 5. This is the Pact 6, so he's his own man. So we're gonna nose and taste this one. But this one right here, I paid pretty much for both of them. I paid roughly around on the ballpark of $300. So you might as well say for both of them. So I might as well say I paid $150 a piece ballpark. So, but the retail for this is around 100. So the cheapest you can find this is about 100. So I paid roughly around maybe 150, something around there. So I had about a year. And like I said, the Blood Oath Pact 7 is out. That one is if I'm not mistaken, is finished in Sartine wine, Sartine wine cast, which was like a sweet wine. So that one I have not tried yet. Some other whiskey people have posted they have it there. So, but anyway, if I get it for a deal, I will pick it up. The Pact 7. So anyway, on the nose here, let's see what we got. I could definitely smell the rye on the nose, right off the top. When I dive into the nose, I definitely pick up the rye spice, some oak spice, some caramel, smell like a burnt coffee kind of a smell to it. The very faint hit of like a burnt coffee on the nose. But definitely the rye spice, like the dry spices that you'll get on the rye burb, that's what I'm picking up right here. It smells like it has a little kick to it. You know what I'm saying? It's just shy of 50%, which is good because I like pretty much higher proof spirits. So that's right up my alley. But yeah, caramel, like a dark or a burnt coffee kind of a smell. A little oak on this thing. Very, very nice nose to it. I'm not a huge nose person, but I do like the color on this thing. It has a nice color to it. I love medium body colored whiskeys. I like the medium body or darker more so I do light, even though there's some great light colored whiskeys that taste awesome. But just for the looking, just for the visual effect of it, I guess I'm a visual person, so I like the medium dark ones. That's just kind of more of my jam, just on the pretty much the physical tip. That being said, though, we came to actually taste it. I can smell cologne. I always say I can smell cologne. I don't buy whiskeys to normally smell it. I buy it to taste it. So let's see what it do. Cheers. First sip, normally coats my palate. I get sensitized to the heat. But the second sip is really when I dive into the notes. I really pick it apart because right now my palate is open. It's tingling, when the second sip normally seeps deep into my pores and I can really break it down for you. That being said, the second sip, here it goes. Now, as I said earlier, Pact 6 is different from Pact 5. I like this one. I like the Pact 6. We'll definitely pick up a cognac influence. You know what I'm saying? If you ever had like a aged XO, how sometimes it has like a medium dryness to it, has that like I said, that more of a I guess you could say a dry grape feel on certain ones. This one has that influence. I could pick up the little bit of cognac, that wine influence. And the thing about it, it has a very nice creamy mouthfeel to it. That's what I really like. it's not for me. It's not just the flavor profile, but the texture. When I roll it around, it has a velvety, oily, kind of silky feel to it right now, and that's right there. I like that feel. It feels very little very silky. I like that. So it has a nice mouthfeel, nice oily consistency, and the flavor profile is good. I like the cognac. And to be honest with you, it doesn't taste heavily rye though. Even though I can smell the rye on the palate, I'm not picking up a heavy, super heavy like rye spice, but I do pick up a lot more of the cognac influence, the vanilla, the sugar, the little coffee. I like all as it rolls in together. The most prevalent things that I taste is pretty much that the spice, like cinnamon, that wine, like a cognac influence, and like the dry grape, wine, oak, vanilla, and it rolls all together. Has a medium good finish to it. I like it. Like I said, this is definitely superior than the Pack 5s, in my opinion. Now, there's some people who may like the Pack 5. I don't want to dog it, but I'm just being honest. I didn't much care for it. But the Pack 6, definitely, in my opinion, is definitely a little bit better, because I can actually taste the cognac influence, whereas the Pack 5, I really couldn't taste the rum at all. To me, it just tastes like a rye bourbon, as opposed to a finished one with any kind of hint of what I would Caribbean rum. But anyway, back to Pack 6. Pack 6 is hitting the mark for me. I enjoy this. It's definitely a nice one. If you could find it still, like I said, this was released over a year ago, so I've had it for pretty much almost a year. So I'm just now reviewing it. So if you do still see it at the store, if this is your jam, or this is your finished bourbon, because some people who are very, very, I would call a bourbon snobs in some respects, because they're very purists. They're not much into finished bourbons. I like it pretty straightforward. And like I said, it's all about your particular wheelhouse. But this is a finished bourbon. In my opinion, I think they did this justice, in my opinion. I really did. The only Blood Oaths I've ever had was the 5 and the 6. Like I said, they just released the 7. So there's 5 other ones I haven't had. So take one more sip, and we're going to score it. Pick up a little bit more rye on the last sip, but it definitely could feel the oomph to it. It's pretty much just shy of 50%, it being 49.3, and that's what I like about my spirit. I like a little bit more oomph to it, a little bit more kick to it. When you pick up that little bit of that kick, you get a nice little rice spice, that cinnamon, that nutmeg. Then it rolls, like I said, pretty much into that sweet oak, that cognac influence, that wine, that grape, and it's very nice, very nice. And the creaminess is still there. I like it. Pretty all in all, it's a nice dram, man. Now, value. Do I think this is valuable? I would say if you get on secondhand market, which is above what is listed as, I would say that for me the value is more or less in the collection and the pretty much supply and demand. There's not many of them, and so if you're an enthusiast, collector, or reviewer, you probably will go for it because that's what you do. You collect, review, and share, etc. You're just a common guy who's looking for a dram. If it's anything over 100, which is what it's listed at retail, I wouldn't say I believe that value-wise is worth it, just because, don't get me wrong, it's good, but I just think that there's other things you can get that's equal. But I mean, I guess I wouldn't say that you're getting ripped off. That's just a personal opinion. It's not to me, that's not an outrageous price, if that makes sense. So let's put it this way: if I saw this again for a cheaper price, for around $100, I would pick up another one, probably. But I still think it's slightly overpriced, but that's just nitpicking a little bit. But if you think over the 100 mark, if it's sold at 200 or something like that, that definitely I don't think it's worth that. That being said, if I had to score this 1 out of a 10 being the best for me, Drams on deck, I personally would rate this altogether on the bourbon scale. So I got to rate this on, even though it's a finished bourbon, I'm not gonna compare it to Scotches or Irish or tequilas. I pretty much just scoring it only on the bourbon scale. I would give this definitely an 8.25, 8 1/4. So I think this is a very nice like I said, that's pretty high score, especially for a rye bourbon. Because as I said, ryes are usually not my primary go-to for bourbon. I normally go on the wheated side. That being said, the way they finished it, the way it all came together with they have the older rye and the younger ryes. So I think that, you know, I couldn't really taste different like the young and the old per se, but what I did taste is like a nice healthy influence of the cognac, the oak, that like the coffee smell, taste rather, and it just has like a multitude of that, and it has some oomph to it. So if you are into a rye bourbon, just imagine if you had a nice good rye bourbon with a little bit of imagine like a Martell or a Remy XO or something like that, like something that has like a little bit of an aged fine cognac with that finish, and how it has a medium sweet, great kind of a dry finish to it on the end, and you mix that with the rye spice. If you think that, if your mind can think that way, that's pretty much what I'm tasting. But it's pretty good. I like it. I really do, especially compared to its predecessor. So I think that this is a pretty good one if you can still find it. I'm sure there's onesies and twos out here. There's a spot that was like an hour north of where I live at in San Diego that was selling it maybe about 3-4 months ago for $100. Well, it was $110. So anyway, like I said, if you see it around, if you're an enthusiast or just want to try something new, definitely try it out. This is definitely something you're not going to find at a pour at your local restaurant. I mean, there's a whiskey house down here in San Diego that has one of the biggest selections of whiskey out there. You may find it there, but like I said, it's going to be very hyped up if you do see it at a store. So maybe if you have a friend, or you can order it online or whatever, et cetera, et cetera. But I think it's pretty good. I would give it 8 1/4, 8.25 out of a 10 for Drams on Deck, Blood Oath Pact 6. I think finished in cognac barrels. It's pretty very. It's a nice creamy mouthfeel. The coffee, the spice, rice spice, a little vanilla, burnt coffee. It just rolls all together. It's a very nice cinnamon, nutmeg, pretty good dram. I like it. 8 1/4. Drams on Deck. And also, I got to stay tuned. I got a lot more heat coming your way. If you like this review, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Likes and subscribes don't cost a thing, man. And also, let me know if you have it. Like, if you like it, hit me in the comment box. I'll always be sure to respond to you guys in the comment blocks. And also check out my fellow YouTube reviewer, Dark Spirits. He has a nice channel. Please check him out as well. But all in all, man, thanks for your time, your love, your support. In the description box, I also have a link for my Instagram page. So I have some bottles in there that I have reviewed, that have not reviewed, and a couple other reviews spliced in between there. So check that out. And also, I have a WhatsApp Patreon. I have a Patreon. So if you were supporting the Patreon on Cash App, please support if you choose to. But you know, just your time and your love, your effect. I just appreciate y'all, man. Y'all been letting me know. I like it, man. I appreciate it. So if you also have some suggestions, things that you would like for me to review that I haven't done yet, you can let me know that. I try to always give you guys what you want, man. So more heat coming your way. Stay tuned. Be safe out there. Drams on Deck. Yes, sir. Your boy is coming back with heat.